Okay, welcome everyone to another episode of SG Crypto. This is the third protocol that we are covering in the Flare Finance Network. This is going to be on FlareWrap. In the last two episodes we covered FlareFarm and FlareX, and in this one we're doing FlareWrap. This is the third of the six-part series, so covering all of these protocols. As I said, today's is FlareWrap. Tomorrow and for the rest of the week will be flareloans, flaremutual, and flaremainnet. Just really, these videos are just so you can understand these different protocols at a good level for when the finance platform launches, Flare Finance, you're not going to be confused or worried. Worry comes from not enough education, and so this will prevent that worry and just make you feel confident when entering any of the liquidity pools, when going from one part of the network to another. And so yeah, that's really, I just want you guys to all understand this at a very deep level. So before we get into it, one thing I do want to mention is the Discord that I created 3 days ago. We've been having some people join. It's been awesome. It's just a place where we can chat, have a bit more deeper conversations about certain crypto projects maybe, or NFTs, really anything we want to talk about, as well as updates on when I do drop videos, and Songbird and Flare updates, so I can update you guys in a timely manner, as well as if you guys have questions, it allows me to acknowledge those and give you a response in a timely manner. And one other thing is collaborations. If you guys are creatives of your own and you want to collab on something, I'm more than willing to do that. If I have knowledge in that arena, as well as content ideas, so projects that you would like to see me cover in the future. So FlareWrap is a non-custodial cross-chain asset bridge. It allows holders of tokens on other smart contract networks to bring their currencies to the Flare network trustlessly and without a third-party middleman. For example, centralized exchanges. And additionally, it allows users of the Flare network to bridge Flare native tokens to these same networks to participate in other ecosystem services. So asset wrapping begins with governance and holders deciding which networks and tokens they would like supported on FlareWrap. So as a governance token holder of like YFIN, YFlare, you have the ability to decide what networks come on. So initially, networks such as Ethereum, Terra, and Binance Smart Chain will be supported by FlareWrap. And so additionally, their respective main network tokens and stable coins will be available for bridging, such as ETH, Luna, BNB, USDT, UST, and BUSD. And so to reduce the risk of spam and scam attempts on the network, new tokens and networks that want to be added to the network, they have to be added via a governance proposal. So as a governance token holder, you have to propose that a certain network that you would love to see on there be bridged or be supported by FlareWrap. And then, based on the support you get from other governance token holders, then that network will be bridged over and supported by the Flare Finance or the FlareWrap protocol. Wrapped assets are placed in a non-custodial smart contract along with other holders' assets of the same kind. So when you're wrapping something, let's take for example, if you wanted to bridge over USDT, or not bridge, but yeah, I guess bridge, and you wanted to wrap it, you would wrap that. If you were to wrap that USDT, it would turn into XUSD, and I will show you an example of that. Actually, I can show you right now. So there's this guy this video I was watching on it. Yeah, and this video is very informational. Sorry, I got cut off. I missed like 5 minutes of my recording because I cut it off and I kept talking. But yeah, so here you can see, look at my cursor. I can't go into full screen mode because it'll cut off my audio. It'll stop the video, but if you can see, it says XUSD pool right here. And so these bridged over tokens will have their own respective pools. And so that is just unlocking more value for these tokens. And the difference between, because I was running this question through my mind, is what is the difference between like FlareWrap, so wrap tokens, and F assets? So F assets are going to be utilized in many more ways as far as like delegating to FTSOs. F assets can be used for that. And so instead of just bridging over a specific token, not bridging but minting that specific token, such as FXRP, F Litecoin, that's you're minting a specific token, whereas with the bridge, the FlareWrap, you are bridging over an entire network of tokens and stablecoins. And so that's the beauty of it. You don't have to go through the entire governance proposal to mint a singular asset. With this, you can bridge over an entire network of tokens and stablecoins to unlock that much more value. And another one of the in this video, you really should go watch it. It's very informational, and it'll explain a lot. In this beta, I did not know this was a thing. This was a beta test for Flare when it launches, Flare Finance, and this is really the closest thing we would have gotten to seeing exactly how it was going to work, as opposed to ExFi. ExFi is still a very good way to develop a strategy, but it's not as good as this. But I do with what we got. But yeah, so, and then there are also going to be liquidity pools that combine both an F asset, or not an F asset, so it's YFlare and XUSD. So XUSD is that wrapped asset, wrapped USDT, and the other asset within that pool, that 2-asset pool. So you have XUSD and YFlare. So YFlare is a token that is native to Flare. And so that is also going to be a utility of it. You can also combine it with an F asset or a native token to Flare to then earn even more value, or more YFIN, or whatever the asset that they declare will be earned in that specific pool that you enter, of course. So moving on, wrapping has a variable fee that is determined by governance, and it's going to be between 0.1 and 0.5%. And here are so for $100,000 or less, 0.5% is going to be the fee for the transaction. 100,000 to 500,000 is 0.4%. 500 to 1 million is 0.3%. 1 million to 5 is 0.2%, and so on. You get it. 50%. So here is the distribution of the fees, and 50% goes to the team investors contract, and 50% to the APY cloud. And all of you know that all of the fees that are distributed to the APY cloud via FlareWrap, FlareFarm, any of the transaction fees, any of those fees that go to the APY cloud can then be earned by governance token holders. So those tokens being YFlare, YFIN. And so holders of that can stake and then earn a portion of that APY cloud. So even more value there. That is really it for this video. Check this guy's video out. I keep clicking on that. Check out this video here. Super informational, great demo, great beta video, and that's just something we could do. I'm going to look into more of these videos. Hopefully maybe this guy or another has posted videos of them going through the beta test, because it, again, very informational, and the better prepared we are now, the more educated we are now, the more we will be able to earn when flaremainnet does launch. So watching someone else go through the beta is the next best thing, as opposed to actually doing the beta test yourself. So with that, hope you guys have an awesome day. If you have questions, comments, concerns, reach out in the comment section. I definitely recommend joining the Discord so we can have a little bit more of a intimate and deeper conversations about different assets, NFT projects, questions, and also just to stay updated on things within the crypto space, and especially the Flare space. So with that, I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you tomorrow.